Hi, parents. Right now, we're getting a lot of questions from all of you about how to adapt to this recent lockdown and quarantine with the coronavirus and how to do your Doman Method programs at home. So I wanted to make a quick video just answering the 5 most common questions we're getting right now from our parents of kids with special needs while they're at home doing their Doman Method program. So the most common question that we're getting right now is, should we continue patterning with our child? And, obviously, because patterning involves having people touching your child and in contact with your child, we need to be very careful about this. So obviously, your child is much safer if the patterners are people living in your home and who are already in regular contact with your kid. So if it's parents, perhaps grandparent or aunt or uncle lives in the home and can help, that is ideal because it means that there aren't new people coming into the household and possibly introducing the virus to the child. Now, if anyone else is helping with patterning, they need to wash their hands completely thoroughly before starting, and they also need to wear a mask when they come into the house. And for these reasons, it really is best if there are people already in the house who can help with this program. Obviously, for most of you who are already on lockdown, it may be impossible to actually get volunteers to help out with patterning. And so if you're in that situation, there's nothing that can be done. Don't worry or fret about it. There are plenty of other things that you can be focusing on right now to help your child. So don't fret if it's not possible. Just focus on other activities which are also productive for your child's development. The second most common question we're getting is it okay for me to still go out and walk and run with my child? And can I continue with the running program with my kid for the children who have that program? And the answer is yes. It's absolutely safe for you to be going out for walks and runs right now, as long as your child is not coming into close contact with other people, because as this virus is mainly transmitted from one person to another through close contact, that would be the only concern. But if you're able to go out and walk and run in your neighborhood or in a local park, and you don't need to come within close proximity of other people, then you are relatively safe. Also, of course, remember, anytime you bring your child out, you need to make sure, if you have one of those kids that puts things in their mouths, just to make sure that they're not doing that, because we do know that the virus can survive on surfaces. We don't know for how long, but we know it can survive on surfaces for some amount of time. And so anything that's introduced to your child's mouth could obviously expose them to that. So you have to be aware and make sure that that is happening as infrequently as possible. Okay, the third most common question is, can we continue with our Doman Method Respiratory Program? The answer is absolutely yes. This is a great time, if you've got your child at home with you, to focus and even emphasize your child's respiratory program. Now, keep in mind, if your child starts to develop a cough or has some kind of respiratory illness, we're still going to follow the same common sense guidelines that we always do, and that might mean suspending the respiratory program if you see any of those symptoms. And then, of course, you should be in touch with your local healthcare provider and also your staff coach, just to let them know what's going on. But the respiratory program itself is completely safe during this time. Just make sure that you're using common sense. One important thing to think about, if you're doing the breathing enhancement program with your child, we recommend at this time, don't bring the breathing enhancement packs outside of your home. We just never know when we bring something outside what it could be introduced to through contact. And so the best thing is to leave the respiratory program at home for now, just to make sure that we're not introducing anything to your child that we don't need to. Okay, the fourth most common question we're getting is, can we be doing the Immune Enhancement Protocol with our child? And for those of you who aren't aware of what this is, it's a modified supplementation protocol that Doman International provides to children to prevent illness or to try to shorten illness. And the answer for those of you, and any family who's come for a Doman International nutrition consultation or an appointment with Doman International knows about this protocol? The answer is absolutely. This is a great time to do the protocol to help keep your child's immune system strong. And Dr. Aravind Bagade, the Director of Health and Nutrition at DI, and I will be hosting a webinar next week, a free webinar about how to protect kids with special needs from the coronavirus. And we will also be talking about what supplementation can be helpful and what you can be doing to boost your child's immune system. And the last most common question that we're getting is, should we delay doing our Doman Method program right now? Should we suspend it? Is it best during this time to just wait? And in our opinion, no. If your child is healthy, if you are at home with your child, this is the ideal time to be focusing on your program. You know, some parents and I have even been joking over the last week in the sense that, now they're at home, they have their child there with them, they've got maybe the other parent or other family members with them, and now it's almost like a Doman Method parent's dream come true. Everything is set up perfectly for your home program. So please actually use this time to focus on your program. If you feel your program has been inconsistent recently, this is a great time to look at, how do I institute a consistent program? How do I structure my program in the best possible way? And how do I structure our daily life around the program? Remember that your staff coach is always available. And keep in mind, while we're all on lockdown, Doman International staff coaches are still here as they always have been. We are working harder than ever. We're in contact with our families closer than ever. And so please, this is the time for us actually to be looking at, how do we advance the program and how do we get the best possible results for your kid. So if you have any questions, if you have any help, need any help, let us know. Please, if you have other common questions that you're interested in, feel free to comment them below. And we hope all of you stay safe, stay healthy, do everything that you can do to make sure your family makes it through this tough time. Bye, everyone.